Hello and welcome to another video brought to you by Flight Attendant Career Connection. If you're new to the YouTube channel, welcome. I'm super excited that you're here, that you found this video to watch. I'm hoping that you find it encouraging and inspiring. If you haven't had a chance to yet, I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel and also turn on the notifications if you'd like. There's a little picture of a bell. That's how you turn on the notifications. Then you'll get notified every time I post a new video here on the YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and dive into today's content. I'm Abby Unger. I'm the owner and founder of Flight Attendant Career Connection, which is a company that offers encouragement, resources, community, and coaching. I forgot the last one, to aspiring flight attendants. My goal is to help every aspiring flight attendant land their dream job faster and with less frustration. Today, as I am recording this video, it is March 19th, 2020. We are right in the middle of a global pandemic, I guess is what you call it, with the coronavirus. There's a lot of different things that are happening worldwide, and there's a lot of bad news that is coming at us from every different direction. Pretty much everyone, I imagine, on this earth has been affected in some way by this global pandemic, which is a very big thing to say. I know that a lot of us are hurting. I know a lot of us are scared. Some of us are heartbroken. Some of us are terrified. Some of us are heartbroken and terrified. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of feelings. This video, the point of this video is to offer you some encouragement as well as some resources specifically designed for aviation, the members of the aviation community. So if you were an aspiring flight attendant, you're an aspiring flight attendant, a current flight attendant, a furloughed flight attendant, a flight attendant whose company dissolved, someone who used to be a flight attendant, or any of those situations on the ground, pilot, in the reservations, anybody who is involved in aviation, and that could even be just having a desire to be employed by an airline. This information is for you, and these communities that I'm going to tell you about are there for you and are going to be welcoming to you. Now, today is Thursday. Last Sunday, right before the entire coronavirus thing really started to affect us in ways that we didn't even know, we lost a member of our flight attendant community to suicide. She took her own life. It shocked us. It broke my heart. I knew her. She flew for a company. She flew for my husband's company. She was actually a coaching client of mine. She was an active member of Flight Attendant Career Connection. She had struggled with depression for a while. She had had some ups and downs, and she finally lost her battle last weekend. That kicked off the week of heartbreak and devastation across aviation. So we went from grieving her to not knowing who's going to keep their jobs. This morning, as of this morning, 2 airlines have closed, Compass and Transstate. They have announced that they are closing. Companies are offering those voluntary furloughs, voluntary leaves of absence that they do right before they start to lay people off, to try to lay off as few people as possible. We're definitely in a very, very scary time. You're not alone, okay? You are valuable. You are needed. I don't know the ins and outs of your specific situation, but I know that this is going to turn around. This is not going to be forever. Aviation will not be struggling forever. We just came out of an amazing period where people were flying and traveling and loving it, and airlines were hiring, and we will be back there again. This is not the first time that we have slumped. This is not the first time that aviation has struggled to survive. There are some of y'all probably watching this that maybe you're saying, I know, because I've had my heart broken in the past by an airline. Some of you are watching, you're saying, yeah, I remember I was scared before, but I'm okay now. I'm still with my carrier. There are so many different people with so many different backgrounds, but I want to make sure that you hear me say that this is not forever and that you are needed in this community. There are 2 Facebook groups that I want to encourage all of us to join. One is called Depart from Depression. It's run by a gentleman named Chris. It's a Facebook group. The links are in the description of this video. Depart from Depression. Lord, I can't talk. Depart from Depression is a group, is one of the groups, and then the other group is called Therapy, but it's spelled like with the word air, like big in the middle, like for people in the air. Therapy, and that's run by a lady named Nas. So these two groups, I'm a member of both of these groups. These groups are warm, welcoming. These groups are encouraging. These groups have different, amenities set up to help you, whether it's calls or resources. This is the place that we need to be. We need to be hanging out. If you're struggling, you can say, hey, I don't have anywhere else to dump this. This is how I'm feeling. Those are the groups. Please join the groups. Also, if you are not struggling with something, if you feel like, you know what, I'm sad and I'm scared, but I'm not struggling with mental illness, I'm not struggling with depression, I'm not feeling that I'm in danger, I don't know if those groups are for me. Those sound like those are for groups for people who have serious, seriously would need the support. If you're in that camp, I'm going to ask you to join the group too. Because just like we do on the airplane and we remind people to put on your own oxygen mask before you help others. Well, if your oxygen mask is on and you're breathing and you're feeling good, well, then now it's time to look around and see who doesn't have their mask on yet. And the way that you do that is you join these groups and you look for people who are struggling to get their mask on and you help them put their mask on so that they can breathe too. Because there's a lot of people hurting right now and there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear, and fear makes us make really, really, really bad choices across the board. If you make a decision out of fear, it's probably not going to be the best decision. So if you are feeling good, you're feeling like you're going to make it, join the group. If you're struggling, join the group. And when you join the group, reach out. I love you all. This is not going to last forever. We're going to get through this. It's going to turn around, and it's going to be amazing. I'll talk to you soon.